The next up is Pyykkönen. She came in the last minute. But very warm welcome. Very important project, Natal Mind. It's been also from the body sound related project. So please tell about the project.
Thank you. Pleased to be here. Okay, so very excited to be on stage. I'm talking about birth. Everybody's been there. All of us were born. Some of us are parents. Personally, I'm a mother of 3. Also, I'm an obstetrician gynecologist, and I hold a PhD in quality assessment of obstetric care. And with Natal Mind, we approach birth with the psychological intervention. And birth is where mind and body connection becomes very tangible. And we want to increase both of these individuals with resilience and trust, and improve the whole process for them. And coming from the country with a renowned maternity care, we believe we are able to do this. The problem is the broken maternity care. Women and men alike are left alone during the process of becoming a parent. The lack of continuous support, the lack of holistic care is contributing to a whole load of problems. This is a very vivid problem in the labor room. I can see this as a prolonged labor. I can see it also as increased intervention rates, cesarean sections. Most importantly, it's contributing to the health and well-being of the families in the long run. And going back to the very first talk today, Janine started off, this is where we can have an impact. If we look at the rest of the life, this is where we can have an impact on the person that is not even born yet. And this is also where the cost comes from. Nearly 50 billion are the annualized lifetime cost in the US alone. And this is counting in the cost costed by the offspring. So what we do is we've developed an app, a mobile application, providing a digital doula, a therapist, and a midwife on your phone. She's AI-based, so she speaks whatever language. She can look whatever you want her to look like. She's non-judgmental, she's personalized. But the information she delivers is rooting to our system and rooting to the best practices that we've shown that work, and we've gathered them and we've made them into a scalable version. Emotions are at the heart of our solution. We've enhanced an emotion tracking algorithm developed here at Aalto, and we use it in a dual way. We use it to serve, at the moment, mass customized rehearsals for the user, but while doing that, we're also collecting a highly valuable data set of the emotions. Pregnancy brain is actually a thing. It's not hysterical, it's a thing. We just learned from Nature a couple of weeks back that the volume of the gray matter is actually literally decreasing. The brain is melting. We don't know why evolution made it that way. The hypothesis is that it enables new neural connections in the brain, in the mummy brain. But we see that gathering this emotional data from this very, very sensitive period is a massive asset for us as well, and will enable us to develop a predict and prevent tool for perinatal mental health problems. What we're operating on at the moment is a research to business grant, and with that we've been able to develop a fully functioning minimum viable product. And with that, we run a clinical trial here in Finland with 200 women. What really warms my heart and gets me really excited is the cesarean section rate. So whereas in the control group, the cesarean section rate is 20%, we see a 25% reduction in the the test group. Our main outcome is the childbirth experience. I don't yet have results of that, but we're also targeting the fear of childbirth, which is a predictor for mental health problems postpartum. And what we see in the control group is that the fear increases when the birth is approaching, and this is what happened in the population in general, and whereas in the treatment group, it even decreases a tiny bit. These are not statistically significant yet. We haven't analyzed the whole data set yet. We don't even have the whole data set yet. What we're doing next, we're doing the trial again with our partners in South Africa, and there we can gain more diversity. We can gain more population, more women giving birth. Here is our champion in South Africa, Anusha Laman, the president of the National Psychiatrist Association in South Africa. And with her colleagues, including Lavinia Lumu, president of the International Marseille Society for Perinatal Mental Health, we've set up a clinical trial to start off Q2 next year. And with that, we can show that this solution works outside of Finland as well. The problem is global. And naturally, the emerging markets are where the concept of perinatal mental health is not really even recognized that well yet, and there's more of a potential for a digital solution to penetrate that market. The value comes. The beneficiaries are the whole of society, and this is also going back to the Chinese first talk today. Around that, it has to be a viable business, and it has to have a payer, and it has to have a solid payer. And here we see that once we have the clinical data in place, and we can show that it works also outside of Finland, I'm sure that the insurance companies and employers alike are willing and interested in sharing the bill. This is our team. It's me, and I'm an obstetrician and gynecologist, as said, and we work together with Riikka Lemmetyn, our psychologist in the team. We have Saranya Ramakrishnan, a very experienced health tech professional, and then running our tech, Mikael Högvist, also background in health tech, and then Annika behind the fabulous design and our product development. So this is us in short. Happy to discuss more, and happy now to join, I hope, the panel discussion. And yeah, let's see what we can talk about.